Kingdom Hearts is the greatest franchise that Disney has ever created. You play as Sora, Dingle, and Conky as they go around Disney Worlds to make sure that darkness doesn't exist. Sora is chosen with a magical weapon called the Keyblade that can unlock any door from darkness and light. Along the way, they fight these creatures called the Heartless that gets in their way while interacting with the most iconic Disney characters in recent years, like Tarzan, Pinocchio, Alice in Wonderland. You have all these interactions that has occurred in the Kingdom Hearts series, and that is what the impact has made. It's crazy to think that this idea came when two businessmen, one of them from Square and the other from Disney, met in an elevator and was like, hey, want to make a project together? And that is how Kingdom Hearts started. They got my boy Tetsuya Nomura, who's known for character designs of the Final Fantasy series, to direct Kingdom Hearts, and boy, was this his magnum opus. This was where he inputted all his creative mindsets while dealing with some Disney properties into probably the most complex video game story of all time.
Hello, what would you like to know? Whoa, what's the deal with Kingdom Hearts?
I remember hearing about Kingdom Hearts when I was watching the special Mickey's House of Villains. There was a preview and it showed Kingdom Hearts, and as a 6-year-old kid, I thought it was the edgiest thing that Disney has ever done. And it's very rare to see anime and Disney. It's like mixing mayos and mustard. You get something delicious in the end. I had a PlayStation 2 at the time and went to Blockbuster, where I got games like Jak and Daxter and even Kingdom Hearts. I've been a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts series ever since it first came out. I have all the games, I cosplayed as Sora, I have a Keyblade. The gameplay is addicting, but a little challenging. This was an introduction to action JRPG, which was very new at the time. Most JRPGs were just turn-based combat where you had to take a turn and attack someone and then walk around a huge open area until you do random encounters. That was really fun. I loved doing that as a kid. It didn't bother me at all. But with Kingdom Hearts, it made me more engaged with attacking the enemies. The X button is going to be your best friend. I will say the camera was a bit funky, but that's because it's an early PlayStation 2 title, and future Kingdom Hearts games were able to fix the camera difficulty later on. And then you're able to summon various Disney characters to help you in combat. But there is also different party members. Instead of having Dingle and Conky, you can also have Aladdin, Jack Skellington, Peter Pan. I remember the first time my brother and I played Kingdom Hearts, we had the Kingdom Key as our main weapon, and we didn't know we were able to switch weapons until the very end of the game, and it just opened our mind with those custom-made, awesome-looking designs of a Keyblade. I mean, look at this thing. This key could actually unlock doors to your house if you try hard. You gotta believe a little beam is gonna come out of the tip of that Keyblade, and you're gonna be able to open any lock in existence. If you have friends, you live on an island, the island gets destroyed by darkness. You end up in a random town, Trevor's Town. You end up meeting Dingle and Conky. Then you go to various Disney worlds to find your friends, Riku and Kairi. I need to find Kairi. Kairi is obviously the damsel in distress in the story, while Riku serves as your anime rival, who always taunts you or thinks he's better than you throughout the game, but is still your best bud in the end. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. He was always the cheater during the racing level of the beginning of the game. I love how Riku decides to take away your Keyblade from you, alongside Dingle and Conky. He's like, it's mine now, bitch. You're just left with a wooden stick. Where's Mickey in all this? Well, Mickey just isn't in the game. Until a certain part of the series, Mickey does appear more in the Kingdom Hearts series. It's just they didn't want him to overshadow everything else. One of my favorite worlds to go to in Kingdom Hearts is the Hercules world. Hercules! The Hercules world is really fun because you get to fight against various enemies of the Heartless through different tournaments and rounds and actually get to challenge yourself. And then you get to the secret boss, which was this guy. This dude just does a one-hit KO and just kills you. Kingdom Hearts was my introduction to the Final Fantasy series. I remember looking at these different anime characters being like, I don't remember what Disney movie they were from. I thought they were the future versions of the main characters. They looked like the older version, that they were just from the future, that Sora just decided to go back in time. But then I realized that was not the case. I realized they were characters from existing video game properties such as Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10. And I realized I really wanted to know more about these games, and it got me into playing the Final Fantasy series. So thanks, Kingdom Hearts, you got me into Final Dorcasy. The music in the game is iconic. I remember getting joyful goosebumps whenever I listen to the Kingdom Hearts music, even whenever I just have it playing in the background, not even playing the game. It's one of my favorite video game soundtracks ever. I mean, just listen to this. Isn't that the most beautiful piano theme you ever listened to in the Kingdom Hearts series? And then you got the graphics. The graphics were pretty revolutionary at the time. They really amped up on the whole facial animation feature, which was very groundbreaking from the first Kingdom Hearts games with having such grand graphics. I always thought the ending of the first Kingdom Hearts game was just beautiful. It was a cliffhanger. It felt like a to be continue, I will say that. It was just a beautiful closure to a simple story about light and darkness and anime and Disney. Two worlds collide. Kingdom Hearts. But then there's other Kingdom Hearts games. I realized the day after I beat the game, there was a commercial of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on the Game Boy Advance. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 came out afterwards. And then Kingdom Hearts 365 Days came out. Then Birth by Sleep. Then Coded. Then Recoded. Then 3D Dream Drop Distance. And then Kingdom Hearts 3. Fun fact, there was going to be a Kingdom Hearts TV series that was going to be created by Seth Kearsley, the same guy who directed Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. He pitched the pilot to Disney, but they ultimately rejected. The pilot was later leaked years later on his YouTube channel, and I highly recommend checking it out. There were some questionable decisions.
There's a magic lamp in there.
There were so much Kingdom Farts around that I gotta say, the Kingdom Hearts franchise started to become bloated. The impact of Kingdom Hearts has left a massive mark in the gaming industry. It made people interested in crossover projects, and that is why I believe Kingdom Hearts is one of the greatest crossovers ever made. Right next is Super Smash Bros. And Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And remember kids, friendship always wins.
I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.